always put those things out there. And I hope that because some of us are only awoken, uh, you know, so many are always awoken by, situation of things. Like I realize that the NSAS movement has made a lot of people to be aware that, listen, in this country, the only crime you can commit is that you're poor. How many of you realize that from the fallout of the NSAS movement? That the only crime you can commit in Nigeria is that you're poor. That the only crime you can commit in Nigeria is that you're small, is that you can, you're not big enough, as it were. And I've always tell people that you really cannot get true freedom, okay, without financial freedom. I mean, look at what has happened in South Africa, how South Africans got, freedom, emancipation from the white minority that were ruling the blacks. But somehow they didn't give them financial freedom. That's what happened. I really wish that they had cried out and asked that they get more. Honestly, I wish they did. I wish they asked for more. I wish the South Africans had asked that 50% of the South African wealth should go to the hands of the blacks. I wish that, South African had found a way to ask that they get some form of trainings and education on how to build black wealth, how black people can build wealth, how black people can become wealthy. I just, these are things I look back and I'm asking myself, and I can assure you that even them, Awolowo's Zeke, Tafawa Balewa will probably have also wished that was done. And this is one of the biggest problems many of us are not facing, that our leaders, our political leaders are having. Many of these people find their way to power without building capacity to rule Nigeria. And I'm not kidding. When I say capacity to rule Nigeria, how many of our political leaders have done business successfully in their lives before? Again, if you agree with me, type I agree. How many of them have done successfully run business in their life before? How many? Okay, so it's a case where people have never succeeded at anything in their lives. It will never, right? It wasn't like they started a business, they made it, they became successful, but somehow, through I know somebody that knows somebody, they became, governor, ministers, president. And then by the time they get there, they don't realize that the resources they've been shouting, Nigeria, our leaders have been stealing our money. Suddenly they realize that the money is not enough. And I'm telling you the truth. That's what they realize. That this money is not enough. And to fix Nigerian road alone, you will need over $5 trillion to fix all the road, to tar all the roads in Nigeria. And these are realities. People may not tell you, but it's the truth. And the question would then be, how did Dubai do it? You know what was different with Dubai? These were people who were entrepreneurs. Go to Dubai now. Even the king has his own businesses and they are doing well. They're not state-owned businesses. These people, aside being the king of Dubai and all those things, they are entrepreneurs. They know how to start an hotel and make it one of the best hotels, and the hotel keeps making money. They know how to build the tallest building in the world, and that property brings money. Go and ask. I went to an hotel one time. I was in Abuja. It was one of the biggest hotels, but the most well-managed hotel. I had to ask, who is the owner of this hotel? They then told me it belongs to a former governor of Kogi State. I said, no wonder. No wonder. They steal money, build all this big, they can't even maintain it because these people have never run business in their lives before. They have never. You cannot be the same. You can't join them in this whole stuff. So one of the key things I always encourage people is that you have to learn how to be successful in entrepreneurship. You have to learn it. And the key to becoming a successful entrepreneurship is sales. Can everybody type sales? Come on, everybody talk to me. Can you all type sales? Everybody, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube or on Zoom, type sales, sales, sales. The fourth skill that an entrepreneur needs to have is called sales. There are four of them. There's sales, there is administration, there's human resources, and there's production. Let me say that again. There's sales, there's administration, there's human resources. How do you manage people who work with you, right? And then there is, of course, production. How do you even produce? Do you even know how to produce the product that you're selling? But the core of all of them, you can become successful as an entrepreneur without knowing sales, without not necessarily being good with HR, because you can delegate that to somebody else. You can become very successful as an entrepreneur without necessarily having too much of excellent administrative skill. If you can delegate, you will still get a good business. But sales, now, because sales is the engine room. Sales is what sustains a business. Sales is how you fuel a company. Sales is how you sustain a business. Sales is how the business continues to run. Without sales, there is no business, ladies and gentlemen. There's no business without sales. So I want to encourage every one of us watching us live today. You need to build a skill. And today I will be sharing with you how I made my own first 1 million naira selling properties. Right now, becoming a realtor, and let me tell you this, one of the best things that happened to me is learning how to sell properties. Now, people think I'm successful today because I'm a property developer. It's not true. I'm successful today because I'm a salesperson. I'm a property broker before I became a property developer. So even if I don't have property, I learned how to sell other people's properties and make money. That was when my life changed. I remember selling my first property using BlackBerry. I don't know if you remember BlackBerry. Okay, if you remember BlackBerry, type I remember. Okay, guys, come on, talk to me. If you remember BlackBerry, can you type I remember? Okay, yeah, that was how I started. It was BlackBerry, ladies and gentlemen. I started with BlackBerry. That's my true story. I started with BlackBerry. So I'll be doing, WhatsApp broadcast then. And I remember this lady suddenly just chatted me up. Okay, you're selling, landed property then in Mowe Ofada for another company. I didn't have mine yet. And, so, yeah, and I confirmed. And I thought it was a joke because I remember she said, okay, I want to come to your office. She was in Nigeria. Blah, 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 blah. She, I had given her all the pricing, but she said she's come to the office to come and pay. Is it like that? You just see online broadcast, and before you know, you are coming to come and pay. So, I made sure I reach out to my MD then. I wasn't full-time staff of that company. I ran my own other businesses, but I was a part-time, what we call, consultants and all of that. You sell, they give you a commission and things like that. And so I reached out to my MD that a client is coming and person is coming to pay. And this was, I think, 1 point something million. And I'm talking about many, many years ago, 1 point something million. It was a lot. It was a lot of money, ladies and gentlemen. It was a whole lot of money. And the person truly came and paid. That was my first set. I couldn't believe it. I think my commission was 60,000 naira. Because she paid for other things that were documented, and I wasn't entitled to commission those ones. But it was shocking that I could get that much. It was shocking, and that was the beginning of greater things that later came to pass for me in this whole process of being a property broker. And let me tell you guys, there's a lot that can happen to you in this thing. And I'm not kidding you. Your life can totally change. I've mentored people that if you know how much they earn today, it's humbling. It's humbling. People who have become millionaires, right? Who have become millionaires just as a result of being property broker and then making money. So how many of you want to be one of them? If you want to be one of them, type me, 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 me. Come on, guys, talk to me. So I'm going to later share a few stories with you, but I want to give you a couple of a 6-step process to becoming a 9-figure salesperson. A 6-step process to becoming a 9-figure salesperson. Number 1 is called PV plus AV equals to CCF. Everybody write it down. PV plus AV equals to CCF. And what that means, everybody, can you type it? I need you guys to type it. I'm waiting, guys. Type it. PV plus AV equals to CCF. What it simply means is perceived value plus actual value equals to consistent cash flow. Perceived value plus actual value equals to consistent cash flow. Perceived value plus actual value equals to consistent cash flow. So what we meant by that is this. Many of us actually do have the actual value. So I give you a very practical example. And this, one of the practical example in this case is a situation where you are selling property, let's say for GTEX Homes, which is the company that organized this and decided to make it free for all of you. Now, the question is, does GTEX Home have the property? Yes or no? May everybody answer me. Do GTEX Home have the property? Yes or no? Okay. Does GTEX Home have the property? Okay, good. So GTEX Home has the property. Now the question is, why is it still difficult to be able to sell it? Why? If GTEX Home has the property, why is it difficult to still be able to sell that same property? And there's a powerful quote in this one. And that quote simply says that there is no bad product, there is only a bad salesman. Can everybody type that? It says there is no bad product, there is only a what? A bad salesperson. There is no bad product, there's only a bad salesperson. So what this quote is saying is that usually the problem is not what you're selling. Usually the problem is how you have packaged it. And that's what determines whether you've packaged it well is the perception, the perceived value, the perceived value of what you're selling. How are people perceiving you? So people don't buy product, they buy individuals. Have you carried that product in such a way that they can believe in you? So the first thing people want to buy is actually you, not the product. So people always ask me, so Stephen, how come you're very successful in selling, but many of us struggle to sell? You know, I've always had that conversation. And I've always told them the reason why it looks as if I'm more successful. Eric, Eric, if you are here, something is going on with the streaming on Facebook. Facebook just cut off right now. Okay, so what's going on? Do you want to log in with Omo Naija or something? They are asking for, you know, code verification, which I have done, and it is no code entered my phone. Okay, so Eric, please work on that, because there are a lot of people, over 200 people watching us on Facebook that we just lost now. Okay. I'm so sorry about that. I hope many of them were able to get access to the Zoom, and this is always my appeal. Try to, I mean, it's exciting watching events on Facebook, but I always advise that you try and get into Zoom. Zoom is a lot more sustainable. a whole lot more sustainable that way. Okay, so it's always often more sustainable, but we're going to fix that. So if anybody is watching on Facebook, try and get the Zoom link. Try and get the Zoom link and join us on Zoom, and let's have a great time. So back to my story. A lot of time people always ask me, why do you successfully sell products? And I tell people, I say, because for me, why it's easier for me is because I've built a perceived value that people are able to know that Stephen Akintayo is more in value than what he's selling. So what does that mean? It means people are confident to give me money. It means people know that I have a reputation that I'm not going to soil over 20 million, over 30 million. So you need to work on that. Until you build that reputation where people can know that, you know what, Jide Yinka has a name to protect, and he or she will not, because of wanting to make commission, go and sell something that is not authentic, something that is not really of value. So if you do not create that perception yet, the challenge you're going to have is that you will struggle to sell, because people will always, struggle to believe, what's your motive? Can I trust Jide? Can I be sure that Jide telling me to buy this property, there's real value in this property? Is this making sense at all, guys? If it's making sense, can you type it's making sense? It's making sense. Come on, everybody, talk to me. If it is making sense, can you type it is making sense? Okay, guys, talk to me. If it's making sense, type it's making sense. So there has to be that perceived value out there where people can, trust you. People can get to that point. They can trust you that, yes, this person, and for you to do that, there's a lot that needs to go in. A whole lot needs to go in. A whole lot needs to go in. And guys, hear me very well. A whole lot needs to go in. One of those things that need to, I go through some people's social media platforms and I shake my head. You have not convinced me, Stephen Akintayo, that I can trust you with my money based on the things you've done. You have not convinced me. Based on the way you carried yourself, you have not convinced me that I can trust you. You've not. Some of you, you don't know the place of perceived value, how to package yourself, how to do digital pictures that make you look responsible, how to be intentional with the things you put on social media. If I check some of you, well, now it's bottle of beer, bottle of stout, and Shina that is there with you. Hey, Alai Ava. And then you want me to give you 20 million. I can't trust you with 20 million naira. It's not possible. And then you are telling me you are selling a property of 80 million. And then with the way you carry yourself, I only recently started dressing this way when I started, playing golf. And I realized that they were not going to allow me enter golf course with a t-shirt. I'm always on suit because I knew then I was looking younger than even my age. And I needed to look responsible. The way you dress is the way you'll be addressed. Can everybody type that? So still under point one. The way you dress is the way you'll be addressed. Still under point one. So under point one, we're talking about your social media, disposition, how you carry yourself on social media, how you package yourself on a consistent basis. The type of picture you put on social media is critical. How many of you have your profile on your social media? If you have it, type 1. If you don't have it, type 2. How many of you have a profile that when I go to your Facebook page, I am going to see your profile that says Stephen Akintayo is a staff in GTEx Homes and currently hold the role of a customer reception. Stephen Akintayo graduated from Olabisi Onabanjo University. Stephen Akintayo has had 20-year, let's say 5-year career. And Stephen Akintayo is passionate about developing mankind and customer service relationship. Stephen Akintayo is passionate about da. Stephen Akintayo will do da, right? And Stephen Akintayo is married or is single, is hoping to get married or is married, he has 3 children. How many of you have that? If you have one, type 1. If you don't, type 2. These things are important because as soon as you are putting all these flyers, buy property, GTEx homes, buy. Okay, the first thing I'm going to, and people don't know this, I am not first going to check GTEx homes. The first thing I'm going to check is your profile. And this is where we miss it. I'm not going to check GTEx home first. I'm going to go check your profile. This is where we are missing it. I'm going to go check your profile. So first of all, if you don't have profile, something is wrong. I'm going to go check your pictures. So rather than using your brand to help market GTEx home, you can demarket GTEx homes just by the way you are dressed. You know, your people are supposed to be like, I don't know GTEx home, but I know you GD. Right? That's the way it's supposed to be. But guess what? If you didn't even carry yourself well, what will happen is a situation where people will be like, GTEx homes looks organized, but you GD that is marketing GTEx home, something is wrong. And for GTEx home to have made someone like you that is not disorganized, one of their salesperson, can I even trust that GTEx homes? I'm not kidding you. This is how you put the company into trouble. Right there. Right there. Just because of your own lack of coordination, just because of your own lack of proper, packaging and things like that, you've just misrepresented the brand. Right there, ladies and gentlemen. So it is very, very key. I always tell people, represent yourself well. You are not a businessman. You are the business. Everybody write that quotable quote down. You are not a businessman. You are the business. Everybody, can you write that quotable quote down? I repeat again, you are not a businessman. You are the business. So you're not a businessman. All this, you are not the business. You are the business, you that people are buying. You are not a businessman. You are the business. Okay, so your social media has to be on point. Number 2, your communication has to be on point. Some of you do not know how to write a single sentence without using shorthand. You want to write good, you put GD instead of GOOD. You want to say welcome. You have all this shorthand. People who have 50 million, 100 million, do not play by shorthand, including me, that I'm still a young person. What, relatively? I'm in my 30s. But you can't tell me now you want to sell me a car and you are talking to me with shorthand and you think I will take you seriously. Even with the fact that I'm of the same generation with most of you here. So how much more somebody you are trying to sell to somebody who is 50, 60, 70, 80, and you're using shorthand, right? And you're using slangs in some of your conversation. Yep. Hey, are you kidding? You do not know the 5 magical languages. I don't know if you know the 5 magical languages. If you know the 5 magical languages, can you type them? These are important things you need to know. Young people, I get it. Please, can you share on all those platforms all over again? We're back on Facebook. But Eric, please share back on all those pages again. Okay, share back on all those pages again. A lot of you have been disturbing me. Please, I've done a broadcast already. I showed you the link for you to join us on Zoom. It's www.gtexhomes.com/9-figure secrets. 9-figure secrets. Okay, please, everybody. Okay. So guys, is this making sense at all? If this training is making sense, can you type is making sense, is making sense, is making sense? So excuse me, pardon me, thank you, sorry, please. God bless you, got it right. Those are the 5 magical languages, and you must learn them. So when communicating with potential customers, you must use them often. Okay, even part of it includes sir, ma. Okay, using those words. Some of you, hey, pardon me. There's no pardon me here. You're supposed to be professional in your conversation. Now, there are some customers who will go down that lane with you. Alayafa. At that point, go ahead. You can begin to become, 50% informal, 50% formal. Yes, they are the ones that decide to play that card with you. But you see, this game where people you are just meeting and you are becoming informal, you will not make sales that way. Be as formal as you can. Use the word sir, use the word ma. Comport yourself. Talk like a professional. These are part of what helps your what? Your perceived value. The last part under this PV plus AV equals to CCF is also, and this is also very, very important. It's called, how do I put this now? It's what I call being a reader, being knowledgeable. I'm not even talking in the real estate sector now, but just generally being knowledgeable. Many of the property sales I've done were because I was knowledgeable about the property industry in the US, in the UK. Because I've often find myself dealing more with diasporas, people not in Nigeria, and then we start comparing notes. For example, one of the best, what has helped me to start selling property very well, was when I meet our average Nigerian diaspora who wants to buy property from me. They are quick to want to compare Nigeria with diaspora, claiming that properties are more expensive in Nigeria than in the diaspora. But because I know how property works in the diaspora, I'm able to quickly tell them that's not true, man. What happened in the diaspora is because there's a mortgage, oftentimes you will just pay 10%. So for example, the cheapest 5-bedroom, I'm even saying 5-bedroom, 3-bedroom, even in Houston, Atlanta, Georgia, these are a very cheap location. For you to get between at least maybe 4 or 5-bedroom duplex, you're looking at $250,000 that are new, $250,000. And so in many cases, what you then find is, even though the cost of that house is $250,000 US, by the way, convert $250,000 US to Naira. Let's even give you some basics now. $250,000 to Naira. Let's do 450. 250,000. Okay, at the rate of 450 Naira, it's already 112 million Naira. 112 million Naira. Do you see now? So right there, I'm already telling them, even what GTEx is selling in Jasper Gardenia, I think our 4-bedroom duplex is going for 55 million. So it's it's even 50% less. So I then tell them, I say, what just happened is that out of these 250,000, even if you have between $10,000 to $15,000, they will give you the house. And that is actually a function of the bank and the government, not the developer. Because once the developer introduces you to the bank, right? Or you yourself can even walk up to the bank will pay the developer his full money and start following up with you on your mortgage. So the reason why it looks as if it's easier to be able to buy property in the US or in the UK is not because properties are necessarily that cheap. It's because there is a mortgage system that allows you to pay in bits. How many of you agree with me? Those of you in diaspora, do you agree? If you agree, type I agree. Those of you in diaspora. But suddenly, people begin to, oh, boy, is very knowledgeable. This guy knows, oh, fantastic. Now, that is not even conversation about real estate as such. It's not even conversation about property market in Nigeria as such. But it's just being knowledgeable. Just being knowledgeable. Just being very knowledgeable. Just being very knowledgeable opens so much doors for you, ladies and gentlemen. And this is part of what helps your perceived value. So why many of you struggle to sell is because once somebody just says, no, I don't trust you guys, or you guys are too expensive, you don't even know what to say. You are not, and by the way, it was this way before I ever stepped my foot outside Nigeria. Yesterday, we're present in the UK, in the US, in the Middle East, but this was that way. I started reading, I started, just reading wide. I started understanding names of cities, started, knowing time zone, for example. Your ability, you're talking to somebody in the US and just being able to recognize their time zone just has a way of making the person feel like, you know what, this is not just riffraff. Okay, this is probably somebody who has also traveled on vacation before to the US, right? So there is that perceived value you need to carry that can help you to sell. If you're not selling, it's not that the product is bad or is expensive. In many cases, it's that you yourself have not carried yourself in a way that convince people that they should trust you and that they should come and buy from you. I don't know if you agree with me. If you agree again, type I agree, I agree, I agree. Come on. I need energy, guys. By the way, I need you to share this video. Let me tell you this, I cannot charge less than 100,000 to do this training. GTEx Homes decided to sponsor it and make it free for you. I don't know when next I'm going to come out and do this kind of free training because I'm a businessman. I have bills too, right? That we have made it free. Please share and get everybody on board to come and learn, because what I'm telling you now, I can show you some people, hopefully some people will join us today who have made money, okay? Who have made quite a lot of money from this business. I'm going to show you some of their screenshots, right, of the money they've made from what I'm teaching you today. So this is not like somebody is trying to ask you, you can, in the next 30 days, you can make 2 million naira from what I'm teaching you, being a property broker. In the next, 30 days, some of you can make 5 million naira, some of you can make 500,000, some of you can make 250,000. So this is real, guys. This is real. Okay, this is real. And I want you to take it very seriously. You know anybody out there, they've been complaining, they've been begging for money. Let them come and learn what will sustain them. Because if I give you money today, how about tomorrow? I can't keep feeding you forever, right? So if I give you money today, how about tomorrow? But if I'm able to empower you on what I did to be here, how I started selling property and I started getting commission, 10%, 5%, and that opened me up to even now owning my own real estate company, right? If I teach you that one, once you learn it, you don't need to keep begging me now. You are now empowered. That's why the principle of don't give people fish, teach them how to fish. So get everybody in here. So that's number one. Number one strategy to making your first $1 million, right? Or even making any sale at all. Forget $1 million. That's too much. At the beginning, don't think of making $1 million. Think of just making 500,000. Can everybody target that? Can everybody here agree that you're going to make 500,000 in the next 30 days? Okay? How many of you will vow that in the next 30 days, from this thing I'm teaching you, you're going to make minimum 500,000? If you want to make that vow, type I make a vow, I make a vow. Everybody, come on. If you are joining me to make a vow, that in the next 30 days, you make at least 500,000. Okay, in commission. For you to make 500,000, it means you have sold a property, okay, worth 2.5 million. So the 10% of 2.5 million is 500,000. Okay, just make that vow. I'm going to work hard at it. Now, please don't go anywhere, because there's a website I want you to visit for you to register for this. And I need my team to help me post that website. Don't go to the website yet. I would soon show you what to do when you get to that website, but write it down on a sheet of paper. Everybody, I want you to write this website down: portal.gtexhomes.com. We will still do practical session on that site, but write it down. That is the site for you to register to start your journey. Portal.gtexhomes.com. Just write it down. Don't do anything yet. Okay, just write it down. Portal.gtexhomes.com. Okay, portal.gtexhomes.com. We will soon later go to that site and I'll tell you what you'll be doing on that side and how you can start building wealth through this model. But just write the portal down again. Can somebody help me pin that on my Facebook page? Portal.gtexhomes.com. Okay, can somebody help me pin that down? Portal.gtexhomes.com. I appreciate it. If anybody can help me pin that down, portal.gtexhomes.com. Okay, so number one, so let me continue. I'll still later go into that, but please just join me. So number one step, like I told you earlier, number one step, you want to work on your perceived value, how you are perceived on social media, how you are perceived when people meet you, working on yourself to look responsible, such that when you are telling people to buy 30 million naira property from you, they will not be doubting you because you look 30 million yourself. People will never give you the money they think you've never handled. Okay? And it's very important. Okay? People will never, somebody, can you help me write that quote down? People will never give you money or do business with you to the tune of money they think you have never handled in your life. It's the way people are. Don't blame them. Don't be angry. It's just how we are. Just how we are. So take that very, very seriously. Number two, if you're ready for number two, type, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Let's make this a 30 days challenge. That in the next 30 days, you will make at least 500,000 from this business we're teaching you. Let's make it a 30 days challenge that we all commit to that. We all make up our mind. I'm going to do everything it takes legitimately. This is a legitimate source of income. I'm going to do everything it takes. Honestly, I felt like crying, seeing the looting that was going on. I was in tears, seeing the hunger in the land. And you know what's funny? Maximum, it will take these people 1 week to finish all that loot. 1 week, they are back to square one. 1 week max, they are done with that food. So it's not fish you need to give people. And our political leaders need to know that. The place of financial empowerment, businesses people can do without money, skill acquisition, we need to take these things serious. This country, we need to, some of us who own business, we started this program that I showed you, I just gave you this link, to be able to employ 100,000 people. The company is parting away with 17% of his income just so that we can use it to empower people. That's why we started this program. And we have raised several people who have made crazy money from this. And I'm going to soon show you many of them. Okay? And that's the kind of heart I want to encourage even other entrepreneurs. Let's find a way to create a system that people can make money through our companies by referring other people to our businesses and they earn something on the side. Okay? This platform can, absorb 100,000 people in the next few months. That's the goal. And it's a program just to help people. And anybody can do it from anywhere in the world. Don't need to be Nigeria to be able to refer people. Just, UK, US, there are a lot of Nigerian diaspora all over the world who are looking for how to buy property from genuine, credible companies. And by just being the referrer, you earn a decent income from this. So if you're ready, type I'm ready. Number two, product knowledge. Real estate product knowledge. Can everybody type real estate product knowledge? That's number two. You want to start making money in the next 30 days. You must master real estate product knowledge. You must know about real estate. One of the biggest shame I have seen out there is people selling properties and they don't know jack about properties. And I'm not talking of just one-time knowledge, continuous learning. Continuous learning. If you have not been following me, please go to my YouTube channel at Stephen Akitayo TV. I've done several videos on real estate. Go and watch them. No land banking, no land leasing, know how to, know about the importance of real estate, the value of real estate, stories of people who have succeeded, legally built wealth through real estate. You need to know what you're selling. Nobody is going to buy from you when it looks as if you don't know what you're selling, when it looks as if, you are just doing this because you are poor, because you didn't have a job, because you are just a victim. And one of the ways to go about this, number one, start from today following people like me who are into real estate. Anybody who is into real estate, go and follow them on Twitter, on Facebook, on WhatsApp. Whether they are selling their property in Nigeria or they're selling their property outside Nigeria. It doesn't matter. Anywhere in the world, just go and start following them. One of those I follow is Grant Cardone. I follow another person, a couple of people like that. Okay, go and follow people who are into real estate. Go follow them, right? Because by following them, you'll be learning. You'll be picking a couple of things. You'll be picking things up just by following them. You'll be picking things up. So very, very important. One of the other things to do is to make sure you commit. How many of you commit to 30 minutes training? That you're going to watch a 30 minutes video on real estate every day. If you commit to that type, I commit. That in the next 30 days, just 30 days challenge. Everything I'm asking you to do, just for 30 days. Okay? How many of you are committed to that 30 days? Just 30 days challenge. Okay? How many of you are committed to type, I commit. That in the next 30 days, every day, 30 minutes video. Okay? Or buy books, 30 minutes, you read a book on real estate. I've written several books on real estate. Go to my website, steveakpia.com, they're there. Go to Amazon. I have a lot of books on real estate, they're there. Just type Stephen Akintayo, you see all my books there. Go and buy them. Go and buy them, guys. Go and buy them. This is about your own personal development. You must have real estate knowledge. You must understand property. Part of what you need to know is type of land, documentations for land. Particularly if you are selling land in Nigeria, what is C of O? What is Gazette? What is deed of assignment? Now, please, it's not a destination, it's a journey. So you're not going to know all these things overnight. But at least start every day, add something to your knowledge. Because even me, when I started, I didn't even know the definition of C of O. When I started selling property, I didn't know. But I had people who knew around me that could go and beg and say, please, I beg. Wait, what does this mean? I have this customer asking me this. Okay, so, but it's important that you start that journey to gather, to increase your knowledge about property, to know titles, to know the implication of buying certain lands. A lot of you, all you know is that only buy the land with C of O, and that's a lie. Because let me tell you this, most of the set of people you first meet when you start this journey cannot afford a land with C of O. They can't afford it. Many of them are looking for a land of 2 million, 1 million, 3 million. That's the kind of people you meet when you start this journey. So when you start this conversation around don't buy any land without C of O, you'll be deceiving yourself. Your father's land in your village, does it have C of O? The house your mother built, does it have C of O? The house my mother built doesn't have C of O. In fact, it was when she died, my older brother started processing the C of O with government. So many of us have a way where, you just let people tell you what is not oftentimes not factual. Only buy a land with C of O. So the question would then be, okay, if I will be selling land that does not have C of O, what do I need to know? Okay, to be able to convince customers who may not have money for land that has C of O, but will still be telling me they want a land with C of O. So what are the information that I need to arm myself with? So that when they are saying, I will say, madam, you know your budget. What's your budget? You tell me, madam, this budget cannot buy a land that already has C of O. But don't worry, C of O is not that hard. Once you buy the land, you do the survey. Once you do the survey, you get the deed of assignment. Then you go register the survey with government. Then you start your processing of C of O. So once you know what is the procedure your customer is supposed to go to process their C of O, you can always encourage them to start with it. Now, madam, don't worry, buy this land. It doesn't have C of O, but I promise you, you are safe. Do you see? How many of you think this is making sense? If it's making sense, can you type, it makes sense, it makes sense, it makes sense? Come on, everybody, talk to me. If it's making sense, type, it makes sense, it makes sense, it makes sense. Because this is where people run into trouble. Average land that has C of O in Lagos does not go for less than 7 million. Don't let anybody deceive you. Average land that has C of O does not go for less than 7 million in Lagos. Because to even personally process C of O, it costs you about 3 million, depending on who is helping you, which lawyer is helping you process it. So, and then even with a land without C of O, the owners of that land will still charge you money. So how can anybody come and tell you that they're selling a land without C of O and it's less than 7 million? They are most likely lying to you. Now, if it's direct individual, it may be cheaper But I'm talking of land that is sold by a real estate company. They too have to put their profit. They have staff. They have to pay certain bills. So this is very important. Does this make sense? If it makes sense again, type it makes sense. If it makes sense, can you type it makes sense? Everybody talk to me. So this is very, very key. Okay, so number 2, have what we call knowledge, real estate knowledge. Are you ready for number 3? If you're ready for number 3, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Number 3, if you're ready for number 3, type I'm ready, I'm ready. Number 3, and this is very important. This is very, very important. Go wild on social media. Number 3, go wild on social media. Go wild on social media. All this posting every day, what does not concern you, you need to stop it. Even me, with the little God has blessed me with, I will post about NSAS small. I will also post about the property I'm selling. Right? Because that's what put food on my table. That's what put food on my table. It is a shame for you to say you are selling real estate. And I will go to your Facebook page. I will not see one single flyer, one single video of the property you say you are selling. Then how would people ever buy? Some of you, I call it, I don't know, I call it poverty arrogance. On my WhatsApp, I just broadcasted even this event on my WhatsApp. On this phone, I have governor's number there. I have senators' numbers there. I have ministers' numbers there. But every day they get broadcast from me. They get WhatsApp broadcast from me. Let me show you my broadcast list. Can you see? I don't know whether some of you can see my screen. Can you see my broadcast list? Can you see? There are over 30-something. I have over 10,000 numbers on this. Every day, I don't care who you are. You are king. I have top first-class monarch here. You get the broadcast from me every day. Every day. And so I don't understand how that you are not at my level financially. I'll go and check your social media. You are doing shakara there. I'll go and check, all you will post is picture of, fine girl. Hey, hello. Okay, go and eat that. That will feed you. Right? That's what will put food on your table. Selfie, Instagram, slay queen, slay mama. That will not put food on your table, my friend. Go put social media on all your social media, videos, pictures. I sell real estate. Buy. Can I share this story with you guys? And I'm saying this not to brag. This is a true story. This is a true story that I had. When I started selling real estate many years ago, I used to post on, all these WhatsApp group, Facebook group. One of them was our OSU alumni for the church that I belong to. And I remember there was this guy. Eventually, they came to work in my company. Each time I post, Mr. Steve, are you the only one that have company? Stop disturbing us. Not even Mr. Steve. Steven is the only one that will always post all the time, disturbing us. Is he the only one that has company? Is he the only one that has product to sell? I beg, stop disturbing us. Let's hear what. Guess what? Tomorrow I will post, and I will tell them on that group. If you are tired of my post, you can remove me from this group. It does not make sense. There's no point doing friendship. What use is my friendship with you? What puts food on my table, you are not interested to see it. What your friendship is that? Two poor people cannot help themselves now. Friendship, let me say it in Yoruba, it's not sweet in English. Friendship will show lambarawashi, talibara raja, talibarawashi business. Friendship will show nye. What and I don't get it. Some of you have these people on your WhatsApp, that you don't send DM broadcast to. How much is data? They're angry because you'll be eating their data. Any friend that cannot be willing that you are taking out of their data to show them what is bringing food on your table is a devil friend, is a wicked friend. Friendship with Shiwonia. If I am indeed your friend, I should be willing to see what you are selling, what you are promoting, what is bringing food on your table. If I can't buy, at least I will help you share with my friends who can buy. If I cannot, and this is very important, and some of you are also part of those who don't like them to disturb you on WhatsApp. It's because you also don't have anything you are selling. The day you have something tangible to sell, you see you start disturbing everybody. There's dignity in labor, ladies and gentlemen. Africans, there's dignity in labor. Be proud of your job. Be proud of what you do, as long as it's legal. This is some of the things they've been deceiving us all across. Be proud of what you do. At the end of the day, those of us whose voice were heard during this EndSARS protest, those of us that everybody is begging us to go and chair the panel, at the end of the day, were those of us who have something to do. A Faz, who is an artist, a Seun Kuti, who is an artist, myself, who is an entrepreneur, and several other people. Two poor people cannot help themselves. Wake up and push what you are selling. How many of you think this is true? If you think this is the truth, type pure truth. Pure truth. Everybody, come on, engage me now. Because this is important to me. Young people, instead of focusing on pushing what they need to sell, they'll be doing some shakara, they'll be talking as if, I don't get it. Those of us who are built name, global brand, we are never ashamed to post what we sell. In fact, if anybody disturb me and say I'm broadcast, I will tell them, I'm never ashamed of it. I'll tell them. If you think I'm doing too much, no problem. It's not anger, right? It's not anger. You think I'm disturbing you, no problem. Exactly. You'll be gossiping every day. How much does gossip put in your account? Who does gossip help? We have to wake up and face the truth. Start posting on your, how many of you will promise me, I'm begging you, that every day, 30-day challenge, remember, 30-day challenge, every day you will post at least 3 real estate products on your social media handle. If you agree, type, I vow, I vow, I vow. 30 days, for the next 30 days, you will not miss one day. You post it across all your social media handle. You create a WhatsApp broadcast. If you don't know how to do WhatsApp broadcast, go to YouTube and type how to do WhatsApp broadcast. Okay? And you vow that you are going to be doing WhatsApp broadcast every day. Every day I do it. This one that I just posted is the second day people are getting from me today. Second broadcast of the day. At my level. At my level, I've written 35 books. I have a global brand. But I'm never ashamed. There is dignity in labor. Can everybody help me type it? There is dignity in labor. You should not be ashamed of that thing you are doing that's legal, that is bringing food to your table. Everybody, come on, type it. There is dignity in labor. Everybody, can you type it? There is dignity in labor. Whether you have other businesses, there's nothing wrong. I started this owning my own company. I owned my company, we went to bulk SMS, but I was selling for another real estate company. So I will post my bulk SMS, I will still post my property that I'm selling. Because it was a side also. Because even the company I was running needed money to fund it. Needed money to fund it because I was doing bulk SMS. So an average of my customer would pay me 5,000, 10,000 to buy bulk SMS from me. Here in real estate, one sale, I can make 60K. One sale, I can make 100K that time. Now, of course, things are even a lot better. Okay, but that's how I started. There's dignity in labor. Never be ashamed of what is bringing food to your table. Never be. Never. Because those who think they are ashamed, they will soon come and work for you. I'm not kidding you. It's the truth. Even if you don't end up owning a company, they will still work as your junior. Because one day they will beg you for a job. And because you are now at a top position, you will find a way to look for a slot for them. It's the truth. It has happened to me. So don't be ashamed. Okay, so number 3. Okay, go wild on social media. Go wild. Posting the product you are selling. I remember 2014, many people don't know this story. I made my first 30 million single sale in 2015. Okay, and that was the year I did over 100 million in sales. And people wonder what was the story. The story was that I joined, and this is a lesson, and some of you can do it. That year, 2014, was the only year that there was no week I didn't send 200,000 emails every week. That's one. It was also the year that I joined over 1,000 Facebook groups. Many of them have over 100,000 people in those groups. And in those days, there was not too much restrictions on those groups there. So I use a software called Hootsuite, Hootsuite, Hootsuites. Hootsuite helps to automate your posting on social media. So I could even pay the main account, but I'll it's 30 days they will charge you money, God forgive me. So I'll create an account, use a card. Before the end of 30 days, I've changed to another card. I've created another account. So automatically I'll be posting to 1,000 groups at a time. 1,000 groups at a time. You know what happened during the election? I never knew it. People started calling me. The person who did first 30 million single transaction with me, I've never met the person till today. It was when they were seeing consistently for over 6 months, I was always posting. You know what shocked me when those people, because I had to ask the customer, how did you get my number? I said, I used to see you on one of those groups. And you know the funny thing, they don't comment, but they were seeing it. And when it was time for them to do business with me, they did. Imagine if I had given up the second month or the third month or the fourth month or the fifth month. Will I have done that single 30 million? Right? And that it was my birthday. I was already indebted. I've been battling with some debt that started from 2012, 2013. Right? So I just cleared everything at once. And I didn't even borrow money. It was just from business. Customers who wanted their money back for one reason or the other. So you can understand the importance of posting on social media and going wild about it and not being ashamed of it. Is that not, I want to ask you a question. To post and disturb people on social media versus looting warehouses and looting other people's shop, which one is better? Oh, yeah, everybody talk to me. Which one has more dignity? Yeah, talk to me, everybody. I want to answer because we need to face the fact between posting excessively on social media across all pages versus being hungry to the level that you have to go and be looting warehouse. Which one is better? I need answer. Thank you. Posting excessively. Another question. Between posting excessively versus going to people's DM to be begging them for money, which one is better? Oh yeah, another question. Between posting excessively, posting excessively versus going into people's DM, I'm a single mother, please help me, my son name me, my clinical name me. Which one is better? And I don't, by the way, I don't answer people like that because for you to have good phone, for you to have money for data, right? Go and use that money for data to buy food for your children. Go and sell that phone to buy food for your children. Because these are scams. Use that same energy you are using to go and beg people in their DM to sell something legitimate, to sell something of value, to sell something, to add value to people's life. And they will pay you. And this is the right thing to be doing. And this is what some of the things we need to begin to engage people on. There is dignity in labor. Are you ready for number 4? If you're ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready. Come on. A lot of you, by the way, are also enjoying this. If you're enjoying it, type I'm enjoying it. Also, if you're ready for number 4, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. As I begin to gradually put this to a close. Number 4. Good, beautiful. Everybody's enjoying it and they're ready. I'm happy. Thank you, guys. God bless you. I'm happy about this training. Okay, and thanks. Can we all clap for GTEx Homes for sponsoring this training? Can we all clap for them? Do we think it's worth it? Because usually I charge 100,000 to do this training, but GTEx Homes sponsored it. Do we want to clap for GTEx Home for making it free for everybody? We have over 250 people live watching already, and I know that thousands of more people watch it after today, right? If you think it makes sense, clap for GTEx Homes for making it free, that everybody can watch it. And that's why those of you on Facebook, share this link. Those of you also on Zoom, give your friends this link. Tell them to come and watch. Okay? Number 4, do what I call classified ad. Classified ad. Okay? Classified ad. So what you don't know, Google, Facebook, VConnect, GG.com, and several platforms, they have what we call classified ads. These are free adverts. They are opportunity for you to be able to just upload your name, your phone number, your office address, and what exactly you sell. Okay? What exactly that you sell. What exactly that you sell. You need to go and look for 50 websites that allowed you to be able to sell your product. 50 websites. And I'll tell you the advantage of that. It's called search engine optimization. Including real estate. There's nigeriaproperty.com. There is tolet.com. There's nigeriaproperty.com. All these various websites. You need to go and create your advert on them. And I'll tell you the reason for this. This model takes time, but it's one of the most effective way to make money. It takes like 3 months. Now, when you go and register on this site that you're a realtor and you upload GTEx Homes Property, but you put your number, you put your email, make sure you remove GTEx website, remove GTEx phone number. You know, a lot of these flyers that GTEx will do may show the company's detail. There are software you can use to block these things. You can even engage a graphic designer to help you remove all these things, GTEx, and you can put your company logo on it. The only rule is that you don't ask customer to pay into your account. It's very important, and it's for your own sake, right? Because you are just a referrer, you are just a middleman. So if the customer, for example, begin to have problems with the transaction, you can refer them back to the company because they didn't pay to your account. But if they pay to your account, you know, and Nigerians are wicked. You know, even one of the reasons why I've been big on SaaS is because some of the things people do to Nigerians. You buy something through somebody, maybe it's just a middleman, but because you paid into his account, you have disagreement, you go and use SaaS to carry the person. And these are some of the injustice we do. And this kind of issue is called civil matter. You have no legal right by law to use police to arrest somebody because both of you did transaction. You have no legal right. You can take the case to court. The court is the one that has power to be able to say, pay him back his money or one thing or the other. So please don't sell for any company and be telling your customer to pay into your personal account. Don't do it. I've advised many people, don't do it. So, however, you put your logo on the flyer. Put your number on the flyer so that when people start Googling best real estate company in Nigeria, they will see your advert. Land properties in Nigeria, they will see your advert. You see what I'm saying? Also learn the keywords that people always use when they are trying to buy property. Maybe the keyword is cheapest property. Use cheapest property. Maybe the keyword is, real estate company. Use the keywords that people always use. You can go and use Google Keyword Planner. Can everybody type it? Google Keyword Planner. Everybody type it ASAP. Come on. It's when you interact with me that help me to know that you're here. Google Keyword Planner. It's a free tool on Google. Once you have Gmail, you already have access to Google Keyword Planner. So with Google Keyword Planner, if you type real estate, it will show you what people always type when they're looking for anything real estate. So when you are creating your account on nigeriaproperty.com, on tolet.com, and you're uploading these GTEx Homes estates, make sure you use those Google Keyword Planner. If they say cheapest property is what people always search for, you put cheapest property in Ibeju-Lekki, Beryl Phase 2. Do you see now? Call Jide on 080, email jide@adeyinka@yahoo.com. You see how powerful this is? Okay, so this help you to be able to create adverts. Now, it may take a while, but I promise you, in the next 3 months, you will not get less than, if you do on at least 50 websites. In the next 3 to 6 months, you start getting at least 20 calls every day from people who are trying to buy property. I know the funny thing about that. One of the reasons why this is one of the most effective way to sell properties, because usually people who go online to look for property are people who are ready to buy. I don't know if you agree with me. If you agree, type I agree. So this has become the most effective. Unlike the one that you're going looking for, usually they are the one that will call you themselves, and they are usually people who are ready. So it's a powerful tool. It's called classified adverts. So you can go and create your classified advert across different websites. Okay, you upload the image of the estate, you upload the videos of the estate, but make sure your phone number is always there. And then you put your phone number, your email, you tell them you have the cheapest property. You can even use the word 50% promo, discount. put all the, let them shall call you. When they call you, at least you can tell them whether the discount is over or one thing or the other. Again, if you're enjoying this type, I'm enjoying this, I'm enjoying this, I'm enjoying this. Come on, everybody, talk to me. If you're enjoying this type, I'm enjoying this, I'm enjoying this, I'm enjoying this. Number 5, if you're ready for number 5, type I'm ready. If you're ready for number 5, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Number 5, be focused. Be focused. The number one reason people do not make money in this real estate thing is distraction. You see, as soon as you start posting flyers and videos that you sell real estate, people will start distracting you. You see a lot of people start coming to you. I also sell for social company. Can you come and start selling for that company? Why not sell this other one? You also see some people, I have land to sell. Can I give you the land? Come and promote it. Be focused. And I'll share another story with you. Do you know that I started our bulk SMS business 2012? Do you know that I did not do any other business until 2015 when I made almost 200 million in sales? Do you know? It was that same 2015 that we then started a real estate company. Anything else I was doing was just on the side. Of course, I've been selling property since that same 2012, in fact, before 2012. Okay, but the company, I focus on just one. People knew me as the database seller, bulk SMS guy. And that's why I succeeded. So was it I didn't know how to have started a real estate company? I knew because I was already marketing real estate on the side and I was getting commission. So why didn't I start a real estate company as far back as 2012? Because I needed to focus on one thing. And it was when I now knew that I had made enough money to employ enough staff who can then be doing those jobs for me rather than me being the one doing it. I did not jump into another business. Are you learning? If you are learning type, I'm learning. It makes sense. Come on. I need you to let me know when I'm doing a good job. Focus is number 5 principle to make at least 500,000 in the next 30 days. Focus. If you are going to sell for GTEx, make up your mind. I'm not going to sell any other company's product until I have made, let's say, 20 million from GTEx. At that point, I am sure I now know this thing. I can pick up one other company or 2 other companies to sell for. But you see this one, I'm selling GTEx today. I'm selling another company tomorrow. I'm selling this other company. I begin to confuse my customer. So you will not say, what if customers come and say they want to buy that product? Let them know this is the only one you sell. Listen, not every open door is God's door. I had a meeting yesterday with a friend of mine who had been on my neck that I wanted to leave the bank. And I told him, you're not ready yet. How much do you have in your savings? Take time. Be patient. He kept saying, no. Before you know it, the bank said, if you're at the age of 40, they are ready to let you go and they'll give you some gratuity. I think a couple of millions. He saw that as an opportunity. As I speak to you, it's down to 0. And we're discussing this. I said, but I told you, you had my counsel. You had an opportunity for me to have advised you. I'm a businessman. Will I not want you to also go and start business? But I knew you were not ready. I knew what I saw, what my eyes face, trying to start my own business. I knew my wife is the one that can tell. I said, so I told you. So that a door opened does not mean it's God's door. The best way the devil distracts you from succeeding is to give you another thing. You just do multiple things. Because people begin to struggle where to place you. What exactly are you doing? Who exactly are you? Where can we place you? Right? Where can we place you? What are you, self? Today you sell for this company, tomorrow you sell for another company, next tomorrow you sell for this one. How can we trust you? Obviously you are for the highest bidder. You cannot even have some, core values to say, no, I'm only representing this particular company. Does this make sense at all? If it makes sense, type it makes sense. And this is what I did too. By the way, I have never sold for more than 2 companies at a time. I have never done it. All the period I was selling for companies before I started my own real estate company, I have never sold for more than 2 companies at a time. Never done it. And it was what helped me to make money. It was what helped me. Even when I got to Dubai, by the way, I made my first over $1 million sales in selling properties in Dubai. When I got to Dubai, it was the same principle. I was only selling for 2 companies, two companies. I still sell for them today. 2 companies. Okay, but not to sell for this one, sell for that one, sell for this one, sell for everybody. I wasn't doing it. And that's why it was easy for people to be able to buy property from me. Okay, number 6, which is how I made my $1 million. If I was actually $92 million in property sales in Dubai. Streaming and video. Streaming and video. Do you know? Streaming, can everybody type it? Streaming and video. Everybody type it. Streaming and video. Streaming and video. Streaming and video. Everybody, I want you to type it. So when I got to Dubai market, I said, well, I don't really know if I know people who can afford to buy the kind of expensive properties they were selling in Dubai. I'm not even sure I do. So what did I start doing? I will, when I met different companies were on my neck to sell for them. So I will do videos, live video of the properties that were selling in Dubai. Okay, the properties were selling in Dubai. I will go to the houses. I will do videos about live streaming, and people can see. People will be asking me questions. They'll be asking me questions, and I partner. And this is very important. Partnership is key. If you are greedy, you will not make money in real estate. I don't know Dubai market very well, so I always had partners who were also working for those real estate companies. So I will go with them. I will make sure I drop their numbers. Was one of them. I later called me that we had a client. And this one was buying to the tune of $92 million. Right? But we had agreed we were sharing the commission together. So whatever the commission was, we were splitting into the 2 of us. I had crowd on social media. I knew I was good at that. I know I was good at doing videos. Okay, I knew I was good at doing Facebook Live and all of that. I was good at that one. And that was the role I played. Showing videos. And this is very important. You need to show the video of what you're selling. Because can I shock you? 99% of those who buy property from you will not be in the same city to see the property. Let me give you a story. This same transaction, the people who bought it were from Australia. They were not even in Dubai. So it's important to understand these dynamics. Most times you are selling property, the people who buy, they're not there. So if you don't understand the role of video, because they need to see it. Many of them want to see videos. They want to see something. I always tell those who are currently in the GTES consultant program that always go for inspection. And when you go for inspection, do video. Do video is key. Do video live while you're doing the inspection. Because it's that video that will determine whether they will buy from you or not. Many of them cannot come down to Nigeria. But you say they can say their family member. Many don't even trust their family member. Is it the family member that is disturbing them every day for money? Okay, my own family members, what do you think they do? Except the ones that are very successful. The rest is always money. Hey, Mom, God bless you. Can you give me something again? So they don't even want to. They know that everything up. One guy, involved his sister. At the end of the day, the sister told our guys, said, if you guys don't give me commission, I will tell my brother this is a bad property. Yes, true story. The sister in Nigeria said that if you don't give me something on this deal, I will tell my brother this property is bad. You should not buy it. Do you see? And that's the person trusted. To say that's the only person I trusted in Nigeria. Let the person go and check. So it meant that even if that property was a bad property, as long as the sister was getting something, she would have still said, good. So I tell people, those of you in diaspora want to buy property. All this, you are relying just on your family member. It's not the best. Let them show you the video of the place they are selling. Okay? So watch their Facebook Live when they are on the site so that you can see live. You by yourself. They can't manipulate Facebook Live. Right? So you can see what you are buying. You can know what you are buying. But all these same family members, they themselves will see a fake property because of what they will eat. They will tell you it's good, you end up buying it, and you lose everything. And they will not play victim. I didn't know more. I never knew those Bolori Brook, they will start cursing. But they knew. It was just after what they would get. How many of you have gotten value today? If you've gotten value, type I've gotten value, I've gotten value, I've gotten value. Come on, everybody, talk to me. If you got value, type I got value, I got value. How many of you agree with me with what I've taught you today? You can get 500,000 commission. If you agree, type I agree. That with what I have taught you today, that it's very much possible for you to at least get 500,000 commission in 30 days. If you agree, type I agree. So let's go to the main product. Is Richard Osakwe here? He's going to do a more detailed training, but I want to show you the website. So I'm going to be sharing my screen right now. Okay, go to that website I told you earlier. The website I told you earlier, remember, is called, look at it here, I've highlighted it, portal.gtexhomes.com. Portal.gtexhomes.com. That's the website to go to. Everybody watching all over the world. Portal.gtexhome.com. If you can see it up, I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. I've highlighted portal.gtexhomes.com. Can you see it? Okay, portal.gtexhomes.com. Beautiful. Okay, beautiful. Everybody can see it. If you can see it up, I can see it. I can see it. Now, once you get there, it will show you username, password. It means this is for those who have already registered on the site. If you have not registered on the site, it takes you to here, sign up. Okay, takes you to sign up. So you click on sign up and you fill all the information there. It asks you for your first name, your middle name, your last name, your gender, your date of birth, your email, your WhatsApp number, because you will be added to a WhatsApp community. It will ask you for your contact address. Now, it will also ask you for a bank account. And the reason for this is because your commission, when anybody buys from you, actually goes to that account that you put. So I advise those of you in diaspora, try and put your Nigerian account, because for now, we only pay into a Nigerian account. And like I said, anybody all over the world can do this, right? Whether in fact, it's easier for those of you who are not in Nigeria to sell than those of you in Nigeria, because it's just to your colleagues that are in the UK, US, they all trust you than even those who are back at home. So you put your Nigerian account, your account name, and you click submit. Once you click submit, please do not rush. It takes you to a new page. That new page is going to show you, is going to give you two communities that we have. One is a WhatsApp community, which you must click and join. The other community is a Facebook community that you should also click and join. Okay, a WhatsApp community and a Facebook community. Both are important that you join both, WhatsApp community and a Facebook community. That is how this works. And I encourage you to go and do that right now. Okay, you can do that ASAP and register on that on this platform. You can go ahead and do that. Nothing wrong with that. Just go ahead and do that. Now, very important that you know that once you join those groups, you can ask them any question. Okay, questions like flyers. I need flyers. I need videos. So ask for all the marketing, communication materials that you need to be able to do your job. You need to ask those things. Those things are important that you ask for getting them. Very key. You can ask for those things. Also very important, I need to also reiterate here, is the need for you to also go to our YouTube handle, which is GTEX Homes on YouTube, GTEX Homes on YouTube. Okay, you need to go to our YouTube handle. I'm going to go there right now. There are a lot of video content on that YouTube. We do regular trainings on that YouTube. So you can always watch them. And I beg you, don't be wary of doing these things. It's a business. Every business will cost you money. And any business that the only money is costing you is money for knowledge, you shouldn't joke with it. Okay, businesses that are costing you money for knowledge, okay, just to acquire knowledge. You shouldn't joke with them. So I'm begging everyone who is joining today, do not joke with the need for you to keep acquiring knowledge in this business. The secret between those who sell and those who don't sell is just nothing but knowledge. My secret in the real estate sector is nothing but knowledge. There's nothing about real estate you ask me in my domain that I don't know. There's nothing. Government regulations, implications, anything I know. So, and it's not a destination, it's a journey. So it's small, you get there, but start with where you are. So you go to this page, you see GTEx Homes. Okay, see GTEx Homes. There are a lot of GTEx Homes, but this one is GTEx Homes. Let me see if I can look for that page. So yes, this is it. GTEx Home. It has 108 subscribers. I know that will increase, but you see the page is well branded GTEx Homes. You see well branded. Even our last anniversary event is also there. Okay, so you want to go there and you subscribe and start watching all the various training videos that are there. Also from there, you see most of our videos that teach about the products you are selling, and know that once you sell, you make your 10% direct commission. You also have a 3% indirect commission, and then you have a 2% direct commission. Somebody is giving me innocent. Stop that nonsense. I've given you a practical process of registering. Stop that nonsense. I don't know why some of you do that. You just be posting your number, they should add you. Can't you just be responsible? Right? I've given you what to do. Visit www.portal.gtexhome.com. Click on sign up, fill the form. From there, you'll be redirected to how you can join the WhatsApp group and the Facebook group. Then from there, come to YouTube and start watching all the video training. So why must you say they should add you to something? When you are registering, it's automatic. Once you click submit, don't go away. Let it redirect you to that new page where you will now be added to those communities. That's it. We don't manually add people to communities. But if you're having a challenge being added to a community, you can state it here. But we don't manually do that. We have thousands and thousands of people. So it's not realistic to manually add anybody. Okay? So I'm going to take questions. Is Richard here to take over? Richard will also answer most of your questions. He's our business development manager and is available to answer more questions than I do. And please note that these are the people who run. By the way, I do not run the day-to-day activity of GTEx Homes. I really do not. There are people who run it, and please always engage them, because sometimes I get to find people always on my neck. I need this, I need that. GTEx is a company. In fact, expatriates work in GTEx. In other words, non-Nigerians work at GTEx. Okay, non-Nigerians work at GTEx. That's how big we are. So please call the office, talk to the people who are in charge of running GTEx. They will always attend to you. These people are GTEx has one of the most hardworking and best set of people I've ever seen. Work with them. I promise you, they are ready to give you all the best. They are ready to give you all the best. Okay, work with them. Okay, work with them. So where's Richard? I'm waiting for Richard. Where is he? Richard or Dami, where are they? Let's see. So I'm going to take a few questions while we're waiting for the people in charge to come, attend to you a lot more. So a couple of questions says I've registered. It's not taking me to the WhatsApp page and the Facebook community. Okay, so again, Mr. Richard, you see now, people have been saying that people complain about this. So Is it the mobile responsiveness? But can you tell us whether you use a mobile phone to register? Those of you who say it's not doing that, did you use a mobile phone to register? So those of you who are having that challenge, kindly do something. Call this number, call the office number 081 88 111. So Richard, I've been telling you this for a long time, that I've heard conversation. Yeah, this video is recorded on my YouTube at Steve Actel TV. Go there, you see the video. Richard, I've been telling you, a lot of people complain that it doesn't redirect them. Right?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Please go ahead, take it away. But ladies and gentlemen, this is our business development manager, Mr. Richard Osakwe. I leave you in his hands.
Okay.
And I want you to screenshot to me.
Screen, please.
Okay, please screenshot to me as you start making your money. I need you to screenshot it to me, please. It's very important to me. The reason I came out to do this is I need you to make money. I want to show you a few screenshots so that way. Right?
With your camera.
I want to show you some screenshots. Who make money from this same business? I want to show you some screenshots. I'm going to show that very soon. And you're going to see, just so that you can see that this is not stories. You know, this is not story, that people already making money. And our goal is to raise 100,000 people who will be able to make legitimate income, okay, from this entire business. Legitimate income from this. Somebody say, what's the spelling? GTEX Home. GTEXT HOMES. GTEX Homes. Okay, so let me go to my Facebook page. This is my official Facebook page. It's verified. My official Facebook page is verified. So I'm looking for pictures. Okay, so after pictures, I'm gonna scroll down all. Let me see if mobile can work. I think most of them were mobilely uploaded. So I'm going to show you pictures of people who had made money, different money from just selling real estate. Before I leave it for Mr. Richard, because I said I'm going to show you that. I just want to show that. Okay, thing had moved so fast. Richard, do you have some of those screenshot also?
Yeah, I can look for the pictures. I have pictures.
So if you can look for them and project them, because social proof is always important in things like this, because, you know, when we talk, there are certain things you say, and Africans have learned a lot from dealing with Africans. When you say somebody will make money and they don't see it, you know, it's always, I just pray the trust will come back in our continent. Everybody doesn't trust the next person. So let me see, mobile upload. I think I have a couple of it. Okay, Richard, you can go ahead. Once I see them, I'm just going to flip them. Hello, Richard, can you go ahead? Once I see the pictures, I'll just flip.
All right. Okay, no problem then. Yes, good afternoon, everybody again. We have been following Dr. Stephen Akintayo. He has been taking us through this whole process of how to start and also grow into 9 figures. I know I must still, Oga is Oga now. We must always do off our heart. We are still coming out, trying our best to be like him. Now, it's very simple. Just what you have been saying since morning is the key fact about it. And I'm basically thinking on how you can join the consultant program and how you can also access our product online, meaning how you can buy from GTEx Homes website directly. So I'll be sharing my screen right now for you to see my screen, and we'll take it up from there straight up. So that's my screen, and this is the GTEx Home programs. Now, basically, joining this consultant program, I know MD has said some things. Okay, why do people need to, or why the GCP program? Now, basically, if you're looking at what we have here, this is an empowerment program designed by GTEx Zone to empower over 100,000 Nigerians with job in the real estate sector. Like when we looked at this year itself, 2020, like everybody come to realize that it's a year which a lot of people have not prepared for in the time of the COVID-19 thing that happened. And so many companies, so many industries, so many people shut down, lost their job, lost businesses, and so many things went down the way. But looking at it now, how do we come back? How do we have this way you can help people? And that's why the idea, which is being flagged up by Dr. Stephen himself, was brought up on how we can see raise a platform that can help over 100,000 participants and get them empowered with skill, with knowledge on how to grow wealth, how to grow income, passive income, at least to start up as a source of fund for their businesses. Okay. Oh, that's what you're saying so far. Oh, okay, okay. I'm coming. Hold on. Okay. I think that's it now. Is that what you're saying now? Okay. Yes, that's what we need to see. So basically, thank you for bringing my notice to that. Like I said, let me do a recap again. This is the Debt Zone Consultant Program, and why we are here is very simple. Just to try to show you how you can be empowered in raising over 100,000 people that can become self-reliant. They can also get empowered in knowledge, with skill, with a capacity. That means buying power to also get income to move their life forward from this whole COVID thing that has happened, basically, and also move their life forward to also maybe get as a source of income to generate capital to start your business, because you can actually use this real estate business to become to raise fund for other businesses. It is something you need to understand. It's not just about selling land, about selling houses. If you are really serious with this program, if you are really committed to it, just like he has said, he said he even gave the 30-day challenge. If you are really serious about, let me tell you, it's not about you selling anything before. It's not about you knowing how to sell anything before. It's just about you following the process, following the instruction, and that's why we have this program. It allows everybody to be equipped with both knowledge and skill required to thrive as a real estate consultant. And how do you go about it? The next thing is this: how do you go about it? Now, how to register? You go to, it has given our website. I'm just going to take a recap. GTEx Homes, www.portal.gtexhomes.com. You go to the website, fill in your details on this website. Now, once you fill in your details on this website, this is what you see. Fill in your details on this website. Once you fill in your details on this website, the next thing you do is after you fill the form, you click on the form. Now, what you see, it takes you to a congratulation page. Now, on this page, you also see a link where you click to join the Zoom. You click to join the WhatsApp group. The WhatsApp group. WhatsApp group. Click a link to see what you join the WhatsApp group and the Facebook community from this same page. Now, once you do that, you also check your email. This is what you see in your email address. You see this whole message in your email address. You see the link, your referral link, your user ID, and all those things. Now, don't forget, this link is very important for you. This is what you use beginning to give to other people that you want to register on the portal. Like we said, this is a system that trains you to be equipped with the skill and the knowledge, and also the product to sell, and to also get commission. And you can also earn on other people's effort. And this link is called the referral link. Is what you give out for other people to also join your own your own community. So that link, now once I click on that link, I come into this place now. I want to log in. I input my details, my username and password that I got from the email, the username and the password from the email. You impute it there. Once you impute it there, click you login. Now, currently, this is the dashboard. Now, this is what we have currently. But currently, as I speak to you, by Friday, we are doing an upgrade of this platform because we are turning this into a whole academy where you come in here, you see the members you have under you. Then you also have access to videos, to training materials, to all in the members dashboard. We're upgrading that platform as I speak. The delivery by Friday, the whole of that thing will be ready. Where you come in here, but for now, this is what we have, where you can see the members that are in your team. So if you have registered 50 people, 100 people, you see all of them, their phone number, their WhatsApp number, and which is advisable. Once you have this set up, you can also create your own WhatsApp group because you have to have your own community where you can relate.
Mr. Richard, I'm just taking your screen for the moment just to show them what I had promised I will show. I don't know whether I've taken over the screen.
Yes.
So guys, can you see this is part of what I told you? Because again, I like social proof. It's very important. Because, you know, so you can see here somebody's income. These are months back. Can you see somebody 2.25 million in 1 month? Okay, these are just few. Another person 1.35 million in 1 month. Okay, so this another person 600,000. So you see, when I told you that you can do 500,000 in a month, it's doable because people are doing it. People are already doing it. You are not doing it. We already have over 2,000 people at the moment who are doing this and are earning. You see, another person 990,000. Okay, in a month. And all these people did it in 1 month. So telling you can do 500,000 means you are making a sale of just 2.5 million, and it's doable. How many of you agree it's doable? If you agree it's doable, type doable, 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 doable. Everybody come and talk to me. If you agree it's doable, type doable. Okay, beautiful. So I'll stop screening. Go ahead.
So back to it, and like just what he showed you, those ones are even some recent ones to see. Sincerely, every month people cash out. Every month people cash out, and that is something you need to key in, and it's very very important. You don't miss out because the truth is this: what you are seeing is not story. The more you're looking, it's not the more you look, the less you see. The more others are cashing out. So you have to make up your mind what you want to do and how far you want to go about it. Like what I said here, this is the members dashboard. When you're registered, this is your members dashboard. But I'm saying what you are seeing right now is being worked on. By Friday, we have the new interface that is more robust. But for this one, even if it's this one you have, look at all these numbers you see here, they are WhatsApp enabled numbers. So you had all the numbers together, create your own WhatsApp for your team members, where you can have strategic meeting, where you can have strategic session, where you can also see how you can follow up. What are they doing? Those that need to be trained, those that need more help, those that need. So because this is a team effort thing, you can see how we are prepared to move forward. Now, the next thing is this now, the payment system. Now, this is the structure we have for the MLM system that we have. Now, the first thing is that if you do a direct sales, you get 10% commission on direct sales. That's DS. For every direct sales you make, you get 10%. You can see the first person here, direct sales, you get 10%. Now, when you register the first leg, your first leg is your first generation, and the second leg is your third generation. First leg is your first generation, the third leg is your second generation. Now, when your second generation, that's your fourth generation, makes sales, your fourth generation gets 10%, but you get 3%. You get 3% on it. Now, when you get 3% on this sales, when your second leg, that's the downline of your downline, makes sales, you earn what? You earn 2% commission on it. That means this guy, whenever this guy here makes sales, this guy earns 3%. Whenever this guy makes sales, the first person here earns what? 2%. And it stops at this level. That means you earn here and here. That's a total of what? Total of 15% commission that we are giving out on a whole transaction. Now, let me ask you a question. See this you are looking at now. This is just one person. Now imagine you have 10 people like this that is attached to you. You have 10 of these persons. This like now you have 10. That's 20 people. So imagine 20 people make sales of 10% and make their sales every month. They make just one sales in a week. One sales. That means this one person does, let's example, let's be practical. It does 2 million naira sales. It sells a product of 2 million naira for many of our maybe installment payment. It does a 2 million naira sales. Now, if it does 2 million sales, this 2 million sales means this person here gets what? He gets 10%, that's 200,000. Then 3% of 2 million. 3% of 2 million, if this man does 2 million, I'm going to be very practical with you so you can understand where we are going to. Now, 3% of 2 million, do the math. 3% of 2 million, that's 2 million times 3%. That's 60,000. So you get 60,000. Now, 60,000 in 10 places, that's 600,000. Now, who made the sales? It's not you. It's not your direct sales. Your referrals, your downlines, your success lines. They are the one that made the sales. But you, because you are the one that introduced them to this platform, you are the one that brought them on board, you're the one that you are the top leg in the system, you get what? 3% of their transactions. Now, even if it is not 3%, even if it's 2%, 2% of that same amount, if it's this guy here that made the sales, you get 40,000 naira. 40,000 naira in 10 places. That's 400,000 naira. What are you talking about? I need you to, if you can understand this system, it's going to really help you, because two things. It's not about just the referral thing, it's not about the commission you earn. It's also about what? The lives you have. Imagine you refer people on this system and they join the system. Now, you are not just coming here to earn a loan, but you have people that you have brought on board. Now, you've been able to change their lives also. You've been able to stop some liabilities they are going through. You've been able to help them get income for their families. You've been able to help them take them off the liability scale. You've been able to help them become a bit more comfortable to be able to increase their purchasing power. You've been able to also help them to affect their family members. You know, there's no man that succeeds and is an island, because definitely when you start succeeding, then you start seeing people coming around you. That is the normal routine. But you've been able to help them change their lives. This is something you need to understand. Dolapo, you raise your hand. You have a question. You have a question. If you have a question, you can type your question, and I'll pick it up when we get there. So now, what am I saying? This is very, very important. Anan, raise your hands. Okay, I think I'll let me just see if I can take your questions. The way it's going right now. Okay, let me run through it, then I'll come back to it so that I can see. Okay, questions are available. Questions are available. I'm coming. I have registered, but I have not been added to the community star. When did you register? When did you register? When did you register? Please leave the number in the chat box. Can I post on Twitter, Instagram, and other social network platforms? Yes, you can post on any network apart from Facebook. See, you can post anywhere. You can post it anywhere. Thank you very much, sir. When the client show interest in getting a property and wants to inspect it, is it the consultant required to come along? Now, for that, if you have a client that wants to inspect, if you want to come along, no problem. But if you don't want to come along, we can take your client on your behalf for the inspection. So it's not a must you show up for the, but if you want to come along, no problem. But the truth is that, if you are around, if you are with us, with your client, it's going to be easy connecting with your client with you, because it shows that you're also what I call it now. You're also available, and it helps to synergize your connection or your relation to your client. That's what I say about it. But in case you are not in the country, you are not in Lagos, you are not in the location, definitely wherever your client is available in any of our property they want to buy, from Lagos to Abuja to Ibadan, from Lagos to Abuja to Ibadan, wherever part of it they want to buy, we have inspection managers that can take them there for free. It's just for us to have a 24 hours notice. Once we get 24 hours notice about the inspection, then we definitely take them there for free, and you don't have any problem with that. Kindly record the phone number that he called earlier. Okay, I think that's for Dr. Stephen. Having clicked submit, it shows error that my email had been referred. That means you've been registered. That means you've registered you've registered before. If it's showing error that your email has been, that means you've registered before. If you have registered before, you don't need to register again. It's only if you've registered before and you are yet to be added. Now, those systems were automated over 2 months plus now. So if you have registered before September and you are yet to be added, you can chat us up for that. But for every other person that is coming, the system is automated now. Once you click on submit, it redirects you to a page where you see the welcome message and you see 3 links. Click on to join the WhatsApp group, click to join the Facebook group, click to download training materials. All this has been set already. I'm abroad. Is it possible to become a part of it? Yes. You can be any part of the world and also become a GCV member. All you have to do is to go to that link, portal.gtechhomes.com, and you register. Once you click and you register, the whole other process is already there. Just like it's already there. All you need to do after you have registered, then you join the WhatsApp group. Once you click submit, it takes you to the page where you see the link to join the WhatsApp group. You see the link to join the Facebook group. Then you see the link to download materials, videos, and other things. So once you click on that, then when you now join the WhatsApp group again, you can ask questions. In case you didn't get those things, you can ask questions from the admins. Then you can also go to GTech Homes YouTube account, that's GTech Homes, and watch videos of past trainings and other things to speed up your knowledge, because knowledge is very important. You have to know what you're selling. You have to understand what you're selling. Product knowledge is key when you're making sales in real estate. So you can do that, and that goes. So can you take commission from the buyer too? I don't understand that part. Can you take commission? No, we don't do. What we do simply is this. Can you take commission from the buyer? I think what you're trying to say is the normal agent thing. No, this is not agent buying process. Where you say you buy from, get paid from agent and pay. No. You don't do that part from this transaction. What we do is very simple. You sell our products, you get commission from us. You sell our products, you get commission from us. We don't collect commission from the buyers. You sell our product, you sell GTech Homes product, we pay you the commission. Do you understand that? So that's how it is. I have registered, but I can't join the training group because it is full. Training group, Eric, can you check that group right now? Eric, Farouk, Dami, can you check that group right now? Check the two links to confirm that I've registered, but I can't join the group. So Eric, Farouk, and Dami, check that group right now to confirm the links. So because we have several links that are already attached to it. Now, in case of a client want to visit our physical address before purchase, what do you do? Where do you direct them to? Give them our office address. You bring them down to our office, number 16B. Bring them down to our office. Once you join the group, you get the address of the physical address of the office. Once you're in the WhatsApp group, you get the office address in the group. Yes, once you join the office, join the WhatsApp group as a consultant, you get it. Bring them down to our office where we can also meet them. So you can use our office space for meetings. We can use our office space for meetings. You have meetings with your client, they can come in, use our office space for meetings, but you must be a registered consultant and you must give us prior notice. You must give us prior notice of this meeting so we can prepare. We have office space and we have other things that we run. So we need to be able to prepare the right atmosphere for you. So you have to give us prior notice and you have to also let us know. So you can also have on-ground personnel that can also help you in the presentation so I can have a good, a smooth transaction. I've registered, okay, I've answered that already. Answered. Okay, just 1 minute, let me just, okay. Answered. What else again? Answered. So any other one I've not touched? I meant a consultant. I meant a consultant. Can a consultant collect commission from his buyer? No, you don't need to collect commission from buyer. This is not an agency thing. No. You don't collect. You don't need it. You don't need to collect commission from your buyer. It's not an agency thing. All you need to do, sell our product, we pay you. Simple. You're not collecting commission from. It's not the buyer side pay you, seller side. No. You are not You are not doing that's the agency thing. You are sending for a real estate firm, and the real estate firm, we are the one that pay you. You don't need to collect money again from the buyer, because if you collect money from the buyer again, like we've always said, you want to always safeguard yourself. Make sure whatever you are doing when it comes to money thing, let the company undo payment. Let the company be the one that will pay you. There's no need for you to begin to collect money or do anything from from the client. It says, can we get this video recording from YouTube? Yes, once the thing is up, the video will be generated and uploaded to the YouTube account. So you can always get it from there. I've registered before, but I was not referred to the Facebook and WhatsApp communities. Okay, if you have registered before, you are not referred to the Facebook. That means you would. Let me give you a number. You chat up this number immediately, and if you have registered before, you'll be added to the group. I'm going to reply you with this number. Chat up this number immediately, so that the team can register you to the WhatsApp group. So while I'm taking that out, if I'm not residing in Lagos and the client wants to visit your physical, how can you do that? That's very simple. Like I said, if you are not residing in Lagos, you need to chat us up, give us details, let us know. We can receive client on your behalf. We can receive client on your behalf. We receive client on your behalf, and we can represent you on your behalf, because you are also working for us. So clients can come to our office. They can find out. They can have meetings with them on your behalf. You can have meetings with them on your behalf. So for those, so chat up this number right now. It's 3602883. So they can add you to the group. Try to register, but it's not accepting my emails. Please check your emails properly. Check what you wrote. Check your emails properly. Check your emails properly. Check your email address. How can I get the registration link? The registration link is very simple. I'm going to type it again. It's portal.gtexhomes.com. portal.gtexhomes.com. Now I'm going to pause and continue so I can finish the whole thing about the program. Don't forget, I need to run up everything. Okay, so quickly. Okay. When will you start getting properties in the South? Yes, when you South, we're working on it. We're working on that. We're expanding in phases. You can't rush. Real estate, you have to be very careful. You have to make your T's and I's. But currently, our acquisition team, our lawyers are currently working on all those parts, and we're looking at where. Don't forget, we don't just buy properties because we want to expand. No, we're looking at strategic locations where investors can get high return on investment. We're not just buying product because we're not just investing because we want to buy land. No. Well, our model is very simple. We get locations where our investors will definitely get a high return of their investment. So if you are buying a property with us right now, you're sure that in no time the value of that property will go up. So we're not buying to wait like forever before the value goes up. That's what we currently are doing right now. All right, so let me continue. I'll continue for now. All questions, I'll check questions again, clear questions again. So, like I said, you earn in 3 ways on the platform. Direct sales, that's DS, 10% commission. From your direct registered members, your first level, 3%. From your second level registered members, you earn 2% from their transactions. And that is how it works on the platform. Now, the next thing is this now, to get commission, to collect your commission when you make sales, you go to gtexhomes.com/commission-form. This is the address, gtexhomes.com/commission-form. When you click this, come to this place, fill your client's name, fill the phone number, the product they purchase, what land is it, which of the estate, you put it there, or if it's land, you put, if it's property, if it's an apartment, we're selling houses. We're selling houses right now. We are selling the Jasper Gardenia project. So if it's a 1-bedroom apartment, 2-bedroom apartment, that's terrace, 3-bedroom apartment terrace, or 4-bedroom duplex, 5-bedroom duplex, you put it there, the quantity, how many, then the consultant, that's you, the consultant, put your name there, then the amount they paid, put it there, then the bank they paid to, put it there, then your own phone number, put it there, then the proof of payment, because once any client makes payment, as a consultant, request for them to send you a proof of payment. They also send a proof of payment to info@gtexhomes, but they need to send you what? A proof of payment. So once they do that, you come in here, you come to this place to fill the form. Now, once you fill the form and click submit, the account department, they will confirm the payment. Now, once they have confirmed the payment, the next thing is that we make payment twice a week. So the days of our payment of our cash out payment, they pay you, and we pay twice to be able to manage the whole system, so that we are able to avoid several charges from bank and the rest. So it has to be very clear, because of auditing purpose. Our payment time is what we do, cash out twice a week. Now, how do you now go about this whole thing? How do you go about it? Because some people say, I've never sold before, I don't know anything about selling. Now, if you listen to all the points that Dr. Stephen has given to you, it's very simple. Every Tuesday now, we have on Tuesday, that's the first one, we have physical on Tuesday, we have training also on Thursdays, on Wednesdays. So we have a calendar generally, because the training timetable is changing. Many people are also on board. So just make sure you join the community. When you join the community, you get to know the training times, join the training, then open your mind to skills and make money while you sleep. Digital marketing skills involves doing your advert on Facebook, doing your advert on Instagram, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on GG, on NPC, on every classified site that does paid adverts. So this will help you to also be able to increase your sales. Now, let me, I think I've answered questions already. I've answered questions. Is there any other new questions that are coming in? Before I quickly show you how to buy. Okay, Mike, I know, say, how do I marketing? Zara, how do I get flyers to promote my business? Once you join the group, register first. You can't be on the fence and ask out. Once you register as a member, the first point is to register as a member. Go to GTEX, go to portal.gtexhomes.com and register as a member. Now, once you're registered as a member, it becomes easy. That's the first step. Because once you register, then you can join our community on both Facebook, on both WhatsApp. And once you join there, you can get flyers, you can get videos, you get trained also. Because a lot of people, from what I've seen, some of the people that have joined so far, they don't really have experience in real estate marketing. It's not a problem. It's not a crime. It's not a challenge. All you need to do is what? Just follow the process, follow what we are saying, and do it religiously. Trust me, you smile to the bank. That's the truth. Eric, can somebody please let me check Eric? Eric, Damian Farouk. They should change that link. Eric, Damian Farouk. Can somebody reach out to Eric, Damian Farouk right now? Let them change that link. Yes. Say the group is full already. Now, how much is my commission? I mean, you get 10% on every direct sales. 10% on every direct sales. You get 10% direct sales. Direct sales. When you make sales directly, you get 10%. If you can see my screen again, let me take you back to that place so you can understand it very clear. On every direct sales, you make 10% on every direct sales. Then from your second leg referral, that's people that are registered in your team, you get 3% on their sales, and you get 2% from the second leg. The first leg, 3%, second leg, you get what? You get 2%. So that is it. I've answered you. Do you have an office in Ibadan? Currently, we are working on that. Our new expansion base, we are expanding to Ibadan, Abeokuta, Abuja, and Banana Island, which we're also working on. So We are working on very soon, by the grace of God, let's say before the end of this, fully have launched out the new office in Ibadan. We're coming there, new office in Ibadan. How much minimum can a consultant invest with us? How much minimum can a consultant invest? I think I would like to understand that question. What do you mean? How much minimum can a consultant invest? As a consultant, you want to invest, is that you want to buy properties, if you want to buy properties, you can start doing instrumental payment also. Looking at that, you want to invest in GTEx, you want to buy properties, yeah, you can invest based on the estate you are looking at buying, from White House to Sapphire. From Sapphire, we have a Beryl, Badon, Beryl Phase 1, Beryl Phase 2. You have Jasper, Lagos, you have Jasper, Abuja, you have Stadios City, Ogudu, you have Stadios Estate, Lekki Ekpe Expressway. You have these estates where you can invest from. It's just to look at what do you call it? Just to look at the amount for installments. So installment payment, you can start for White House with White House currently is 1.2 million for White House. So 1.2 million for White House. So break it down for outright. For installment is 1.750. So if you are doing installment initial deposit of what? Of 500,000, then you can spread the money for 3 months. That's for White House. So you can see that those are the amounts you can start with. You have a 500,000 minimum. You can start down payment 500,000. 500,000 you can start investment with GTEx as a consultant. How much can it? Okay, I think I've answered that already. Can corporate company register? Yes, you can register. Either you're registering as an individual or as a company, but just know that when we are paying you commission, we pay directly as what a company. It's 10%. So you can also register and market. Yes, we have some companies that are registered in our consultant program, and they're also selling. So just that you know that if I'm expecting a corporate company to do better, they can sell volume. I'm not expecting you to register as a corporate and you sell 1 lakh. No. I'm expecting you to register as a corporate company and you sell like 50, you sell like 20, do volume. Whenever you're getting your commission, you're not expecting 500,000, you're expecting like maybe 5 million, 50 million. Yes, so that's what I expect. So yes, a corporate company can also register as a consultant. So thanks for the Alabi says, thank you for the opportunity. I just want to ask, can someone that haven't engaged in real estate business before also register for the course and try? Yes, you can register. See, you don't need to have prior knowledge about real estate. That is why we have set up a system that trains you, gives you the required skill, both product knowledge, both market knowledge, both presentational knowledge. We also have experienced trainers on the platform. We also have a community where you would get materials, both videos, both flyers that can help you. They will also have a simple guide of what to do. So when you join the program, you move about it, your steps, what you do, you just follow these things religiously. Just like what Dr. Stephen has given out today. He said for the next 30 days, do a 30 read them for the next 30 days, upload pictures, share videos, do live, read about read books on real estate for 30 minutes. Watch videos on real estate for 30 minutes. Then promote our products, do these things for 30 days. And you see, if you can do it for 30 days, this is a prescription you need to carry out. Trust me, you will make your first 500,000 saves. If you can do it religiously, focus on it for 30 days. And that's the truth. Okay, I think I've answered you. Can I introduce a property for sale here, selling Osun? Right now, you can't introduce property for sale at all here. We only sell products that we have. Why are we selling products that we have? Because we have done our own homework, we have done our background check. We have a team of lawyers that go about to do all this. They verify that products we are selling, they are genuine. The land, the documents are genuine. There are no issues on it because our name is very important. So we don't just come to sell products. No. We do our own homework. Now, in case you have anything you want to show to us, you can send that to me. My email is Richard@GTS And then if it's something we want to do right now, something we have based on our own analysis, don't forget that we have We have our own map. We have our own stage of development that we have planned out. So we are in different phases. When it's time to get to that area, we can now open up and come to. For now, we don't have any transaction yet on that axis for now. So that's it. Thank you. Do we get customized e-flyers or companies that will carry our phone number? Now, this is how we do it. The flyers we do does not even have emails or phone number. But in case you want to have a customized flyer, it's very simple. The flyers we do already, we put a section where you can put your phone number. So for you to put your phone number, it's very easy. It's also download, can go to Canva, can download them Canva. You can even use other apps. Just upload the flyers, type your phone number there, put it there, and save it, and you're good. We have already placed a session where you can put your phone number. The flyers we have for consultant is different from the flyers that we have for our staff. So there are flyers that has no name, no phone number, no website, no address. All is just blank for you to use. So you can put your phone number there for you to use. Yes. All right. I've answered that question. I registered about 2 months ago, sir. Yes, for you that registered 2 months ago, you have to call this number. I'm going to put the number there. Right now. Chat up that number. They will add you up directly. Chat up that number. Like I said, if you registered 2 months ago, just start up this number. They will add you up directly. Okay, I need to quickly go and complete the how to buy online process. It's very important. Where are available? I think I've answered this. I've answered this already. How can I get link to join the process? I don't register. So I've sent you that number. Somebody will attend to you. Can you send me the link to join? The link to join is very simple. Just go to portal.gtechhomes. Portal.gtechhomes. Portal.gtechhomes.com. That is the link. Go to that link, click on it, and fill the form, and you are good to go. That is the link. Just go to that link right now, and you are good to go. What is the group? What is the group WhatsApp number? Click on that link, they will add you. When you finish filling, they will add you. It's automatic. The system adds itself. Can you earn commission as an agent when I buy for myself? I don't understand. You want to buy for yourself, and you want to still get commission. You want to buy for yourself and get commission. Why not buy for yourself and talk about seeing what they can do for you? I think you can't get commission. You're buying for yourself now. You want to buy for yourself and see collect commission, and it doesn't work that way now. It doesn't work that way. All right, let me move fast because to how to buy online. I've finished this presentation. Let me quickly just do that right now. Share my next screen. My next screen is my Google Chrome. Okay, so go to the website, which is gtechhomes.com. This is the website address. gtechhomes.com/buy. Just enter it. gtechhomes.com/buy. Click on enter. Voila. Once you click on enter, it brings you up to this these sites. Now, you know something about GTech Homes? We are one of the first real estate company. I can say it. I've done my research. I've checked in Nigeria and even in Africa that has brought real estate to the e-commerce platform. That means you can actually buy property from us online. Now, innovation is the rule of our game. We always try to make sure we bring things that are relevant and things that are different. And that's why we're one of the first companies in Africa to support a smart home housing scheme. When I mean green and smart home, you know what a greenhouse is, I know what a smart house is. Now, green and smart home, for green, that's for development within the area, that's for environmentally friendly. We also have where you have the plants all covering a part of the house. And now the benefit is this now. Part of it is that apart from being just environmentally friendly, it also helps you when it comes to the weather. You know, Africa naturally is an hot environment. Now imagine Nigeria, it's also hot. So when you come to areas where the heat, on the times where the heat is terrible, the heat is so hot. Now let me shock you. When you have this kind of environment, this kind of green nature, this green plant all over your house, not just the environment alone, it reduces the heat within the house. The humidity level is high. It allows coolness to be within your house. You can be in your house even without putting on the AC. You still have what? A cool environment. Now for the smart house, yeah, smart house there means what? Everything is automated. Your light is controlled with your phone. Your phone can control your AC. Part of what we're putting in is what? Light sensors, water sensor. You don't need to press anything for tap. Just put your hand, water comes out, take your hands off, water goes up. See, it's something that is innovative within the African market at an affordable price for a particular category of people. And that is what we are bringing on board, all at what? A very easy thing. So, like I said, when you come to dtechzone.com/buy, now these are our estates that have been uploaded there. So all you need to do is to what? Is to click an example, click on anyone. Now, I want to buy this property. Click on it. You can see Berry Estate 2, Bejuleki. This Berry Estate 1, this phase 1, this phase 2. Now, click on it. I want to buy this. Now, I've clicked on buy a plot. It's loading. Now, it says view cart. In case you want to buy just one estate, you click one. In case you want to buy more than one estate, you can go around and click as many as you want to buy. Don't forget, you are seeing the price. The price is there. Instead of paying 15 million, you're paying 10 million. You can see there's a discount on it. So click on it, view cart. Now I've click on view cart. Now, when you come to view cart, the same form we have for our buyers, because you know when you're buying, there's a form you need to fill that gives you more details. Now, take note, please. You have to select. There are 3 boxes you must click, or your client must click. Because if you don't click them, you won't be able to finish. So read the instruction, click on this box. Once you are through this instruction, click here, check. That means you've read this instruction. Then you come down to this place, then you fill the form. You know, this is not a dress you are buying. This is not a shoe you are buying. It is land you are buying. So you have to make sure whatever you're filling here is correct and is proper. So fill the right thing. So for title, if you're a doctor, you can put doctor, put your name, fill the form. You need to fill every part. There's none that the ones that have red, anyone that has red, you can see red is required. That means you must fill them. There's nothing like you leave it. No. So preferred name on document. You know, at times when people are buying, some people want you to write their name in a specific way. So whatever preferred name you want us to write on the document, if you want us to write 20 of your names, whatever name you want us to put on the document, put it there. So at times, even the name of whoever is filling the form might be different, because some people at times buy on behalf of some people. So in case you're also buying like that, you can. But whatever preferred name you want to be on the document of the property, you need to put that on it. Put that on it. Do you understand? So put that on it. Put the preferred name. You fill your street. Let me just use this. Okay. Nationality, Nigeria. So just fill date of birth, your email address is there. Put your email address, your religion, next of kin, phone number of next of kin. Put it there. Email address, put it there. Employer, if you're an employer or if you're an employee, so put it there. So whatever it is, put it there. Designation, put it there. Your country, Nigeria. Now you come down. Purpose of buying. I'm doing land banking. I'm commercial purpose, ready to develop. Let's know land banking, like those are buying and they want to hold for a particular time. Then commercial, I want to buy and sell, or I want to buy for commercial purpose. I want to use this place to build hospital, to build schools, to build shopping mall, to build university, to build boarding, to build a church. So whatever purpose you're buying for, you just click on that. Then your payment method, is it outright? Is it a 1 month to 3 months? Is it a 6 month, 3 to 6 months? Is it? So all those things, you just select on it. Remember, not all our estates have that payment plan. We have 3 months, and max we have 6 months. So depends on what you have, because each one extra month costs extra 1 million. That's when you go above it. Now, number of plots you want to buy is 1 plot, 2 plot, fill it there. How many square meter? 300 square meter or 600 square meter? 600 square meter is standard plot size. Is a plot, it's a full plot that we give out, and 300 square meter is half of the plot. So we can give you that 300 or 600 square meter. Depends on what you want. Then if you want something more, you can always tell us up. Then total amount payable, how much is the total value? For that value, it is 10 million naira. So just put in the 10 million naira. That's what we have there, 10 million naira. Then take note of the second tick. You click here. Once you are through with that, you click here. Don't forget, you click the first box. You come here again, you click the second box there. Then you FAQs. You go through the FAQs. What is the location? Who are the owners? Like that. You go through the FAQs, all like that. Once you are through reading the FAQs, you now do what? You now click on this box. Click on this box. Then once you are through with that, you come down here and you do what? You fill in the name of the marketer that sent the product to you. So you put the name of the marketer, then the phone number of the marketer is also important. You put that in, then click on what? Submit. And once you click on submit, now you fill the first part, the final part that I told you, you're not buying. It's not, you're not buying dress or shoe. This is land, and it's not small money. It's big money. So once you've done that, now this is the product. So in case maybe you over-selected, you can come here and remove. Oh, okay, I think I will go just, let me remove Jasper. I don't want Jasper. So come here and remove. Then click on updates. So I want to remove an error that I did. Okay, so you see, we have removed that particular one. We have just one property there. You can see it. Now, in case you are an already existing client, don't forget all our clients that are registered with us have an account online. So does this mean? This means that as a client, you don't even need to even call the office to get update on what's happening. You log into your account on gtexhomes.com. Once you log into that account, you will see an update of things that is happening on your site. One, you see update of your payment for those that are doing instrumental payment, how much you are holding, how much you are paid. You see documents for those that have completed their old payment. You see documents that you have access to download your documents and get other things from the platform. So if you want to buy another plot, you don't even need to come to this. Just log into your click here and click login. Once you click login, it takes you to your account. It makes you to your account so that this will reflect in your account, because this is once you are clicking on this, automatically once you finish submitting this, an account is created for you immediately. An account is created for you immediately where you can come in as a first-time buyer. So you have an account immediately that is created for you from the whole system. So come here now, see how much you're buying. Buried Estate Phase 2, but lucky it's 10 million. Now you've done that already. So the next thing is this: you select how you billing information, you put your name, then other notes. Okay, for example, you want them to deliver the property, the document to your receipt. You want them to send your receipt to so address. You want them to send your email to so address. You want them to give you a corner piece. You have to send that so you get information about it. Then click on what? Now, if you want to pay, there are two ways to pay. You can do what? You can do a direct bank transfer, where you transfer the amount. This is the bank. After you made your transfer, you send your message to info@gtexhomes.com, or you use your debit card if you want to use your card. But for some transactions, I believe the card might not be able to fly for that volume of amount. So you can just do a direct bank transfer, get the account number. And once you do that, come down, select I have read terms and conditions, and do what? You place your order. Once you place your order, automatically, what happens? For those that are new first timers, an account is created for you immediately, and it takes you. Can you see? Thank you. Your request has been received. Date, this is the ticket number of your order number. Then the customer care session, that's the customer satisfaction unit, we take it up from there, and they will get across to you. Now, if you check your email address, you must have gotten an email from us that gives you your login details. Just 1 minute. Let it open up. That gives you your login details. If I check my email now, I'll get that email address and details that are sent to me, where I can see 1 minute. Let me confirm that for you. Okay. Gmail. All right, let me log into my Gmail. So basically, you get an alert, you get an email that sends you details with your login details that you can now use to log in. Meaning, look at it, you receive your order. Thank you. Now it says what? It is on hold till what? Till your payment is confirmed. Very important. So once you have done that, your payment has been sent in, the CFU team will get back to you and they will take it off from there. And so you can see any of the bank you want to pay, the Access Bank or Zenith Bank account, you can pay into it for immediate closure or consummation of that transaction. Now, why are we doing this? This means because we realize that a lot of people in the diaspora mostly they want to buy properties in Nigeria, but some of them don't want their families to get involved. Why? Because of the challenges that they've seen before in the past. People have, even family members, they've sent money home, and only for your brother, for your aunties, your uncles, and the rest to what? To take you and the rest to do what? To use your money. Now, can you see GTEx Homes account has been created for you? This is it, my account. This is your automatic password I generated. So how you have to do is to do what? Your username is your name, sakwe.ajayi. Now let's test it and let's see. Oh, sorry. You can see that from here now, you can see the dashboard. This is the account. The account has been created. You can see that orders, what I've ordered for, the payment I've done is highlighted. Then download, you can see I paid what I just paid for right now, my order so far. Then your account details, payment method. Now this dashboard shows you what it is that's currently going on the platform. So you can see. So all right, let me go back to. So that's just how you simply do what? You simply buy online. That's the process of buying online. Say I should mention anonymous attendee. It is for which one? For which one? Obidigbo Udoka. I've submitted. When did you submit? If you click submit, it directs you to a page where you are added to the group. I've said this thing is very simple. Nobody's adding anybody. We don't do manual adding. Once you submit, you click submit, it redirects you to the page where you are added to the group. So once you click on it, it automatically adds you to the group. Automatically, nobody needs to add you manually. It's a system that is automated. Yes, okay. Please mention the link again. The link for which one? To register, go to Porter. I've typed it again. I'm going to type it again so that you can see clearly. Porter.gtexhomes. gtexhomes.com. Please take note of that link. Can I? Okay. I've answered it just now. Do you sell shops or other commercial buildings? We don't sell shops. We don't sell shops, but we sell commercial land for commercial purposes within our assets. Yes. All right. Any other question? It's not possible, man. It's not possible for you to click submit and it won't take you to. When you click submit, what did you see? When you click submit, what did you see? Okay. Country, Porter.gtexhome. Okay. So we're testing right now. TT Bank. Gender, male, date of birth. Let's put that for 222. Submit. Already exists. Okay. You've been referred. So if you are seeing this, you've been referred means you've registered before. Your email address already exists. You get it now? Email address already exists. You've been referred before. Let me do from that email that I can use. Apparently, I've used that test email. What else again? Gender, male. Let's see. Can you see now? If you submit properly, this is where it takes you to. This is what you see. Congratulations, you have successfully registered with GTexHomes. Now, if I click here to join our training group, that's a WhatsApp group. Click here to join our Facebook group. Then click here to do what? To download materials. what's her name? Odiong Udoka. He said, thanks, we have reached you, something like that. Thanks for your message that has been sent. Odiong Udoka, I can see my screen. You can see the screen. Is this what you saw? Did you see anything like this when you submitted? Did you see anything like this when you submitted? Odiong Udoka. Did you see anything like this when you submitted? This is what you should be seeing. Once you submit, you register. After the portal, when you click on submit, this is what you should be seeing. This is what you are expected to see. You see this? I think I'll need to just do this screenshot so I can get an update on our current. Okay, I've done that. So this is what you see. Now, if I click on this, click on WhatsApp, it's directing me already to WhatsApp. Can you see? So automatically, I joined that group. As I said, it is automatical. It is automatical. It doesn't. You don't need anybody to add you. It's the add up is automatic. Okay. Okay. Quickly. So that's just how it is. I need to move this out of this. So if you click on this other one, either click on this other one. Where is the link again? The options. Now if you click on this other one, join the group. When you click on join the group, it will take you to the Facebook page, Facebook group that we have, and it takes you there. You join the Facebook group. So because we run training, put on Facebook, you can see this is a group. So automatically, because I've already joined the group already, I'm in the group already. So automatically, it takes you in the group, you can see, and tells us. So whenever you click, you register. So because I know a lot of us are not used to this automatic registration, automatic transfer thing, you need to make sure you explain to whoever you give the link to, whoever you give that stuff to be patient if you had them. So click on that link and you get that's how you go about it. Udoka. That's the way to go. So just follow what I showed you now. I've showed you how to go about it. Please, I really want to be part of your program. Go to portal.gtechzone.com and register. That's how you join and follow the steps. I've registered but didn't get any mail. I've checked my spam mail. When did you register? Oluwagbenga Abayomi. Where did you register? You get email. There's no way you register and you don't get an email. You need to go and check your email very well. Same day, you have all those things in your email. It's an automated system. And currently we have over 10 groups. We have over 20 groups already created for this purpose. So some minutes ago, you didn't get any mail. Then wait for network for it to drop. Wait for it to drop. When you register, have you joined the WhatsApp group? Did you direct to the WhatsApp Oluwagbenga? Okay, I think at this junction, we've been able to answer all your questions. No, refresh. That link has been changed already. Refresh that link that you saw, reload it again. Reload it again, you will get that number. Or simply chat this number up right now. That's part of the admin team. Chat them up right now. I think I said the number. Okay. That's it. All right. In the light of no more questions, I believe we've been able to answer every questions. I'll bring There's no more question. Been able to answer everything. I'm going to find out one more thing if I have any other. All right. Please, B. I've said this several times, and I think you need to check the general group. portal.gtechzones.com. portal.gtechzones.com. Hold on. Maybe I'll type it so you can see it boldly. I'm going to do something now. Just hold on. Look at my screen right now. I'm going to type it in one of the boxes. I'll type it here so you can see. It's portal.gtechzones.com. That's it. That's the link. Put www or you don't put www, just portal.gtechzone.com. That's the link to register. portal.gtechzones.com. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. I'm going to be ending right now. See you again, same time tomorrow, same time again. Just get ready. So for everyone that have any question, make sure you join, make sure you refer people, and let's do this together. Thank you very much, and have. Yes, thank you for coming, Adeleke Peter. If you have gained value today, just type I've gained value. Type I've gained value, gain value, gain value. Type I've gained value. If you get any value, type I've gained value. I've gained value. Okay. Thank you for coming and have a nice night. See you on payday. Yeah, see you on payday because right now we're all looking at payday. So make sure you start marketing. Follow the 30 days challenge every day. Promote, post, promote, post, promote. Don't leave this place without registering. Don't leave this place without getting those materials. Don't leave this place without what doing those things you need to do. All right. Thank you very much. God bless you. Have a nice night.